What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I did want to go over the Motorfest Season 3 vehicle lineup. Now I do want to mention this was shown on March 11th, which was, yesterday. Also 2 days before the initial Season 3 launch. Now I do want to mention, by the way, though, all the vehicles in this lineup are most likely not going to be all of them. The reason why I do say this is right here on the post it says something pretty interesting. While this list isn't comprehensive, you may wonder why. It is because we aim to keep you pleasantly surprised throughout the season by introducing new vehicles and brands. So right there alone, guys, I have a feeling we are most likely going to be getting more cars than what it is showing, so the hype is honestly going to be insanely real. Now, I am going to go over all the vehicles that does actually show up on the website for right now, but once again, though, guys, keep in mind that all the vehicles being shown here are most likely not going to be all of them. Like, I honestly cannot wait to see what they actually do end up adding. For me, I would say one of my top vehicles is most likely going to be the Lexus LFA, but who knows, maybe they might add it, maybe they won't. Do let me know in the comments below which vehicle you would like to see added the most. Now, moving into this, though, keep in mind some of the vehicles are also going to be available on a certain date, and it's also going to show you exactly how to get them. Starting off here with the Street Tier 1 vehicles is going to be the Aston Martin DB5. That is going to be available via the playlist reward, so that's probably going to be the new playlist they are showing pretty much everywhere. And now moving over to the next car is going to be the Honda Integra Type R. This is actually going to be part of the Year 1 Pass coming out on April 10th. The next car is going to be the Mini Cooper S, which is also going to be part of the Year 1 Pass, and that car will be available tomorrow on March 13th. For the next car on the list, though, it is going to be the Porsche 356, which is going to be part of the collection import, which once again is going to be available on March 13th. The last car in the Tier 1 category, guys, the Porsche 911 901 Director's Cut Edition is going to be available via the shop, and that car is once again going to be available on March 13th. And then moving over to the next part of the list is going to be for the Street Tier 2 category. The first car here is going to be the Aston Martin DBS. It's also going to be a newer one, being a 2022. On top of that, guys, it is going to be part of the Year 1 Pass, and it does drop on March 20th. And then moving over to the next few cars here are also going to be part of the collection import. The first one is going to be the Audi TT RS Roadster. That is going to be available on June 5th. The Audi RS Q8 is also going to be part of the collection import, and that's also coming out on June 5th. And then for the next car on the list here, guys, is going to be the Audi R8 Spider Motorfest Edition. That thing is also going to say available via the Welcome Bundle. Most likely going to be a new thing they are adding because probably going to be more than one car on this list in that. That is also going to be available on March 13th. And now moving over to the next car on the list here is going to be the Dodge Viper SRT10 Coupe Matte Edition. This thing is of course going to be available via the collection import. For some odd reason though on the list here it doesn't have a date on it, so I guess we're going to have to wait and see on this one. The next car though, guys, the Land Rover Defender 110 V8. That is also going to be available via the collection import on April 3rd. And then moving over to the next car on the list is going to be the Lotus Emira. That is also going to be part of the Year 1 Pass coming out on June 12th. After that, guys, we have the Nissan Skyline GTR R34 Black Panther Edition. On this website here, it does say the Summit Contest Reward, so I'm obviously going to guess and say it's going to be a Platinum Reward. Who knew? That car is going to be available on the week of April 24th, or at least, that Summit coming out on April 24th. After that, we're going to have the Porsche 911 Carrera RS 2.7, and that is going to be available via collection import on March 13th. After that, we have the Porsche 959, which is once again the collection import. That car is also coming out on day 1 on March 13th. And then for the next car, though, we have the Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT Basalt Edition also being available on the collection import. For some odd reason, though, I do not see a date on this car, so I'm going to guess and maybe say March 13th. I really do want to drive this Turbo GT, like, really bad, too, but the next car, guys, I would say almost everybody is going to freak out about. The Toyota GR86 is coming into the game on April 3rd. This thing is going to be available to everybody via the shop. I honestly cannot wait to drive the GR86. I am so happy they actually added it. And then moving over to the Hypercars now, the first one on the list is going to be the Gordon Murray Automobile T50. This thing is going to be part of the collection import, also coming out on April 3rd. After that, guys, we have the Ivory Tower Asus, or Asus. Probably not pronouncing that correctly, but That thing is going to be available in the shop and also on March 13th. After that, we're also going to have another Ivory Tower Aces Stealth Edition. That is going to be a Summit Reward on March 27th. After that, we're going to have the lovely W Motors Lycan Hypersport. That is going to be part of the Year 1 Pass coming out on June 12th. And I know for a fact everybody knows of the Lycan Hypersport from Fast and Furious. But for the next two cars, guys, are going to be in the drift category, both of which are also going to be available in the Year 1 Pass, and also both of them are coming out on May 8th. The first car is going to be the Forsberg Racing Nissan Z Pro Drift. The second one is going to be the Forsberg Racing Nissan Altamaniac. I would say right now a lot of these Season Pass cars are honestly looking pretty dang sweet. Now for the racing category, we only have one vehicle coming out, which is going to be the Gordon Murray Automobile T50S. That is going to be available via the collection import on April 3rd. But moving over to the rally category, both cars here are also going to be part of the collection import, and you can get them on May 1st. The first car here is going to be the lovely Peugeot 205 T16 Evo 2. Crazily enough, guys, not even kidding here, I actually got to see one of these in person. I was pretty much lost for words the entire time I looked at it. And now the final car coming out in the rally category is going to be the lovely Renault Maxi 5 Turbo. This thing is once again going to be available via the collection import, and also on May 1st. And now, guys, moving over to the final vehicle that's part of this list is going to be in the Rally Raid category. It is going to be the lovely Jeep Gladiator, which is going to be part of the Year 1 Pass, and you will be able to get your hands on this truck on April 10th. I would say a lot of players are looking for like a Jeep Gladiator, to go with the other Rally Raid vehicles, and I have to admit, it really does fit the game insanely well having a Jeep Gladiator in there. For me, guys, I would say the number one vehicle that's going to have everyone hyped is by far the Toyota GR86. And one of the craziest things to me, though, is they did end up making the GR86 a Street Tier 2 instead of a Tier 1. That right there alone, guys, is going to make this that much better. Now, I would like to know, by the way, which car in this lineup is going to be your favorite. I would almost guarantee a lot of players are most likely going to pick the Toyota, but who knows, guys? I really can't wait to see what else they end up adding in Season 3.